on TMZ.
Well, as the ICE protests continue across the country, President Trump decided taking a little theater and got stumped by a theater question.
He went to Les Mis. He made the point of saying that he's a fan of the musical. He's seen it multiple times. And one of the reporters asked which character he most identifies with.
You better answer that one, honey. I don't know.
He sort of turns to Melania and she stares blankly. He's like, nope, you're on your own.
Sabrina Carpenter has a new album coming out called Man's Best Friend, and the cover art has Sabrina at the foot of a man. But a lot of people think this is too submissive.
It's a play on the album. It's a man's best friend, so she's posing like a dog.
And also, man's best friend is woman.
What?
So what are we to you?
You're our co-equals, our partner.
Oh my God!
Atlanta rapper Sento has been sentenced to 30 years in prison. This is a kid who had the world in front of him. Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay was very big.
Watch me whip, now watch me nay nay.
Everyone did that dance when it came on.
It's Watch Me Nip, Nip. Did you say Watch Me Nip, Nip?
So the Weeknd's on tour right now and took a thong right to the face.
Do they ever throw up granny panties? It's always a thong.
No.
Guys like granny panties.
Are you granny panty?
All right, you can't ask her that.
Well, Siobhan just revealed that she gets her underwear from CVS.
No, I said.
Sabrina Carpenter is known for her super sexified, sextastic sexiness. But with her new album cover, she's finally doing more of the same, cause if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Sabrina Carpenter has a new album coming out, and the album cover art might get the dogs barking. The album is called Man's Best Friend.
That's the album cover art? Oh my God.
A lot of people think that this is too submissive, that this maybe isn't a great look.
It's like satire. It's a man's best friend, so she's posing like a dog.
Yes, Sabrina does satire better than anybody. She's like a super hot Mark Twain. But wait, why does her hypersexuality seem kind of familiar?
We've already seen this with Madonna, Miley, Britney, Christina. It feels like a cheap trick.
Yes, many former child stars sex it up to try and make the world forget that they were the face that launched a million backpacks. But Sabrina can class it up too. Just look at her Rolling Stone cover. What, for her that's classy.
Is she leaning too hard into her sexuality?
Yeah.
That's her brand, is like sexy sex poses.
For some reason, I just don't buy it.
You don't buy that she is sex positive?
No, I think it's all part of the pop star act.
I think Charlie's 100% right. She is the same Disney girl she's ever been, and somebody said, you know what will really sell albums? Take on this persona.
True, Judy Garland's record sales went through the roof when she entered her super sexified phase. So, thanks Sabrina Carpenter. You got nothing left to expose but your bones, but we bet they're super sexy.
Reese and Ryan are back.
What?
In the form of her daughter, Ava Philippe, and her boyfriend. They look a lot like Reese and Ryan from back in the day.
Wow.
Someone pointed out on Ava's TikTok and said, welcome back, Reese and Ryan. And then she made this video with him. His name's Dakota Brubaker. He's 27 years old.
Oh, that's a privileged name. I don't think I've ever heard of more. I'm Dakota Brubaker.
I believe you say Dakota Brubaker.
They made a video and they sort of leaned into it because he wore the turtleneck and put on the glasses like him from Cruel Intentions. That is weird because that movie had a lot of graphics.
I know.
Yeah, it does.
To role play your parents is weird.
That's so weird. Yeah.
You don't want to role play that.
Well, I will say there is an old age myth that you're supposed to end up with someone that looks like you or your family, and that's like your soulmate.
Not me.
Yeah.
Siobhan went the other direction too.
And now it's Mega Goes to a Musical! Because for the first time since taking over the Kennedy Center, the President and Melania went to see Les Mis, a.k.a.
Les Miserables.
Did you say
Les Miserables.
Oh my God.
That's very incorrect. And thankfully, the President has way more experience when it comes to this show, cuz...
I've seen it. We've seen it a number of times. It's fantastic.
All right! So this reporter's question about the two main characters shouldn't be a problem for him to answer then.
Do you identify more with Jean Valjean or Javert?
That's a tough one, that last part of that question. That's tough, I think. You better You better answer that one, honey. I don't know.
And she stares blankly.
Uh-oh, looks like Melania left Donald on his own. That's a Les Mis song, people. Anyway.
We don't think he's seen it?
If he said that it's his favorite play, you would think he has an answer.
Now that said, like, he may not have seen it in 20 years. That's possible. I mean, I haven't, but I could name you 6 or 7 characters.
His favorite character might be the prostitute Fantine. Sort of my favorite.
We'll be sure to let Anne Hathaway know. So, what happened when Trump walked into the theater?
There were just a huge chorus of both cheers and boos, but eventually they went into a chant.
Wow, seems pretty positive. Or not, unless convicted felon is the name of a Les Mis song we forgot about in Act 2. Hope you enjoyed your favorite show, Don Val Don. Bye!
Kendall Jenner's reminding every man they want a banger. Seriously, look at that.
Oh, well, maybe he's not wrong.
She is pretty.
Thick thighs do save lives in this case.
Those are not Jack thighs! Oh my god!
You think those are thick thighs?
Those are not thick thighs.
Oh, Jesus!
Give me a break. He just said you had thick thighs. Jackson, you are wrong, wrong, wrong.
Are they skinny thighs?
Jackson, stop!
You guys need to readjust your standards.
Dude, Jackson, you can't call those thick.
I would dive head first into those thighs.
Bro, you're gonna get bruised. You dive into that.
You know what? She's probably my favorite Jenner.
Kendall Jenner is one of the hottest people in the world.
Yeah, but would you ever say she's got thick-ass thighs?
And now it's, well, this is awkward, the I Got a Diploma and Mommy and Daddy Back Together edition. That's Anna Ferris and Chris Pratt spotted together for the first time in 7 years at their 12-year-old son Jack's sorta graduation.
It's not a graduation. This is a, like, moving up day.
That's graduation.
No.
That's what they call it, child.
No, moving up.
You're just mad because you can't say you graduated college.
All right.
Hey, some of the most successful people in the world didn't graduate college. Most of the least successful as well, but let's move on.
You actually see Anna hug Chris and his wife Catherine as well.
See, the past is the past. We smell a game night in the works.
We also had Channing Tatum and Jenna reunited at their daughter Everly's graduation.
Oh, that was a nasty divorce.
But not all the former couples couldn't wait to rush home and put pins in their ex's voodoo doll.
Heidi Klum and Seal reunited at Johann's ceremony, and they were very cordial, very happy to see each other.
When is anybody not happy to see Heidi Klum? Orlando Bloom and Miranda Kerr were at their son Flynn's graduation, and recent divorce filer Jessica Alba reunited with ex-Cash Warren. Good for all of them for being civil for their children's sake.
You're not gonna fight at a graduation.
My parents actually did fight at my graduation, but that's, yeah.
Oh boy, where's a psychiatry grad when you need one? So thanks for being cordial, celebrities, and congratulations to all the graduate/mover-uppers out there.
So The Weeknd's on tour right now, and he took a thong right to the face.
I don't know. Is that a bad thing?
But his reaction is pretty funny.
That's so disgusting.
Is The Weeknd still cool, or is he?
Yeah, he is.
Obviously, the women throwing thongs at him. When people throw those things, do you bring an extra one, or are you actually taking a, like...
It's not like a girl came in a dress and slipped off
No,
her
that
panties
is exactly
and threw
what it
up.
is, Charlie.
Do they ever throw up granny panties? It's always a thong.
Yeah.
No, it's usually a G-string.
That would be much funnier.
Are you granny panty?
Charlie, you can't ask her that.
Siobhan just revealed that she gets her underwear from CVS.
No, I
Don't do it like that. There's a story behind
I
it.
showered at the gym today and I forgot underwear, and then I had to stop it to get the open at 6.
We don't need to know anything more.
Those are probably sexy.
Coming up.
Senator Cory Booker said he went on a date that he'll never forget.
I was set up on sort of a blind date with Mariah Carey.
How is that blind? A blind date is when you don't know what the person looks like.
Yeah, when you show up to the date and there's wind machines and soft lighting, you know it's Mariah Carey.
Plus,
Brooklyn Beckham is showing off another tattoo. This is like a note his wife had like written him. It says, my forever boy, read this anytime you feel anxious.
Read this, it's on his back.
Every day he's looking in the mirror like this.
But in the mirror, it's all backwards. He's like, what does that say?
Coming up.
This guy named Tyler was on a Carnival cruise and he starts singing Keith Sweat.
I wanna tease you.
They couldn't believe his white kid got up and did this.
Be right back. We laughed and had a good time. It was clearly not a love match.
Friends, friends, friends. Senator Cory Booker and Mariah Carey are friends. If that's what you call two people who went on a date but didn't make the sex. Friends!
Senator Cory Booker said he went on a blind date that he'll never forget. He went on a blind date with Mariah Carey.
No way!
Wow.
Years ago, I was set up on sort of a blind date with Mariah Carey.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Stop.
Yeah.
I don't buy that.
How is that blind?
Meaning someone set them up.
A setup, but they didn't know each other. That's a blind date.
No, 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 no. A blind date is when you don't know what the person looks like.
Yeah, when you show up to the date and there's wind machines and soft lighting, you know it's Mariah Carey.
Well, either way, it was sadly just a one-off.
We laughed and had a good time. It was clearly not a love match. But
Why wasn't it a love match? Why didn't it work out? No second date? I have questions.
So how was the date? Obviously not great.
He said it was fun. You know, he said her family was there, like her brother might have been there.
Her brother or cousin was there too. There were witnesses.
It's not even
It's not blind and it's not a date.
So basically he went over for a family dinner.
Okay, but everyone has a different interpretation of blind date.
To me, it means you don't know the person at all.
Ironically, that also describes people who have been married for decades, but whatever. So congrats, Mariah and Cory. Maybe give it another shot.
Don't deny me, Mariah. Don't deny me now.
Atlanta rapper Sento has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for the shooting of his cousin.
This is how you realize that like life can change like that.
2015 was Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay. It was a massive song of the summer.
Watch me whip, watch me nay nay.
It was everywhere.
He subsequently admitted to shooting his cousin in 2021.
Didn't he say something about like, mental issues or something?
In 2020, he attempted suicide, which was before 2021. So it's not like he just said this all post hoc. He's only 27 years old, but it's a really sad thing because this is a kid in Atlanta who had the world in front of him.
Do you think he's shown the other inmates, you know me from this song, and he does, you know, do you think he's shown them like that's me?
Hell no.
Can't be doing dances like that in prison.
I think there's somebody right now going, let's watch you whip.
Oh, no.
And then someone else goes, and watch me, nay, nay.
And now, Brooklyn Beckham is clearly not trying to resolve his family feud. Starring Brooklyn Beckham. And this tattoo!
Brooklyn Beckham is showing off another tattoo. This is obviously amid the drama between the entire Beckham family.
As if recently covering up his mama's boy tattoo with his wife's wedding bouquet wasn't enough, Brooklyn has fired another shot!
What's interesting is this tattoo is like a note that his wife, Nicola Peltz, had like written him before they got married, and he had it tattooed on the back of him.
And now, a dramatic reading of Brooklyn's tattoo letter.
It says, my forever boy, read this anytime you feel anxious. I want you to know how deeply loved you are. You have the kindest heart I've ever met, and I hope I never go a day without your love.
Read this, it's on his back.
Don't think it was meant to be a tattoo. But even though the ink is older, what does Brooklyn posting it now mean?
When Romeo broke up with the girl, we're like, all right, well, the family will get back together. This is him digging his heels in, saying, I don't care. The damage is done, and I'm not going back with my family.
He's got to hope this, you know, is to death do us part because
that's a lot of tattoo removal.
And is she okay with him getting so many tattoos dedicated to her?
Girls like guys that it's like, okay, the ball's in my court. That's the best kind of relationship you can be in.
But then don't you get the ick?
We don't want to be all over you in case you get the ick.
Yeah, what happens if she gets the ick?
She leaves, he's left with a lot of tattoos and no family, and she ends up dating his brother. Good luck, Brooklyn!
I wanna tease you.
The latest sensation that has gone viral is getting bombarded with women in his DMs, and that's Tyler from Carnival Cruise. This guy named Tyler was on a Carnival Cruise with his family. They had like a big karaoke session in one of the ballrooms, and he starts singing Nobody by Keith Sweat. And he shut it down.
It's like they couldn't believe this white kid got up and did this.
So I spoke to Tyler, and he said that ever since his video went viral,
I've had a bunch of interesting women in my comments and my DMs. There's just an influx coming in, but I'm not trying to brag, but it's kind of too much at this point.
Do they market the cruise as like a black cruise, or is it just so happened?
Sometimes.
Carnival especially does black cruises.
Right.
Do they really?
Yeah, they call it, oh God.
Coming up.
Eric Roberts might be the busiest man in Hollywood, but that didn't stop him from crashing our TMZ charter tour.
Oh, nice.
Where can you see huge stars in Hollywood? No, not the planetarium, that's for nerds. We mean the TMZ Celebrity Tour, where we've seen huge stars like Kevin Hart, Rihanna, Ben Affleck, The Rock, Mark Wahlberg, Lizzo, Lady Gaga, Ryan Seacrest, and Jamie Foxx. You'll learn the secrets of the city and see Hollywood as only TMZ can show you. Buses depart daily from the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood, so head to TMZTour.com and book your tickets for the TMZ Celebrity Tour.
Eric Roberts might be the busiest man in Hollywood, but that didn't stop him from crashing our TMZ charter tour.
Oh, nice.
So our TMZ bus can be chartered for pretty much anything, and this family chartered it for their family reunion.
So just to hit on that point, for 69 consecutive years, they have assembled from around the country, never missing a year. It's
and
insane.
This year they chose to assemble on our bus.
Yes. 3, everyone say Rice Family Reunion! Eric Roberts is 69 years old. It was their 69th family reunion.
Oh, perfect.
Does anyone in here do family reunions?
Yeah, I went to one last year for my husband's family. It was awesome. Everyone went to like Campland in San Diego. It's so much fun. They have like games. Everyone gets t-shirts. My husband got a t-shirt because it was the Hench family reunion, but he was technically the only person there with the Hench last name.
Did the shirt say like the henchman?
No, he got like a little trophy that said like, I'm the only hench.
Holy it's even sadder than I thought.
For a great day, you guys.
Thank you.
Coming up.
We knew JayZ's back was against the wall, but he has now lost $1 million courtesy of a lost bet.
Like, what do you think the amount of money it is for them to have to discuss it with your partner?
Siobhan, what is your threshold for Daniel? Is it like $100?
No, it should be $100.
Well, we knew JayZ's back was against the wall, but he has now officially lost $1 million courtzy of a lost bet.
You lost it by game 3?
God.
It's so embarrassing.
So JayZ bet $1 million that the Oklahoma City Thunder would win the NBA Finals in 5 games.
Exactly 5. Not
Exactly
5 or 4.
5 games, not 4, not 6. It's not just about them winning. So they are still alive in the sense that they can win the series despite being down 2 to 1.
Right.
But obviously they cannot win in 5 games now. So he loses $1 million.
Can you imagine losing $1 million and it not mattering at all?
Right.
How much money is that to him? Like,
he's worth $2.5 billion according to Forbes.
like, what do you think the amount of money it is for them to have to discuss it with your partner?
I don't care how much money you have. $1 million is a lot of money to lose.
Siobhan, what is your threshold for Daniel? Is it like $100?
No, it should be $100.
50, you should have a conversation.
No.
$50 is how much lunch costs next door.
Yeah, but I just want to have a phone call. We'll discuss whether lunch is necessary.